Hello and welcome to a game called Call of Cthulhu. It came out recently, like 30th of October, so right before Halloween. So, and this is a horror game, so if you're weak to getting scared or don't want to, it's probably not for you. Let's get straight into it. Chapter 1. Investigation Agency, Boston. Some 1924. The best veteran of the First World War, all his memories in liquid and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has troubles finding a case, able to lift him from his torpor. Don't know the word. Pierce must find a new case quickly, or risk losing his license. If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in his callousness can remain sane to the hideous end. H.P. Lovecraft. Ooh, nasty. I haven't really played any horror games, but I don't really get scared, so I hope it kinda scares me. I'm saying, okay, moves. Nice, I like the tutorials. Shit is running, obviously. I can jump all the time, space is not working. Crouch, E is for stuff. Okay, can go there. I don't, crouching is too fast, kinda. No, maybe not. Hope I get decent frame rate. It's on. I got everything on. Graphics, everything on max. I think it's automatically put. My graphics card is GTX 960, so it's not really graphics. I don't know the word. Oh my goodness. English band. Do I need to get in the water? I didn't read that. What did it say? I go back. Should I read what did it say? Oh, never mind. I was about to jump. If I didn't find anything, I was just gonna jump.
Fate inescapably draws you on.
Let's go. I think I probably have like 60 plus frames, so it's going smoothly. Or maybe even more.
What a putrid offering.
It's not really...
Don't fight. You have been chosen.
high performance. Okay. Let me check again. And protection on crosshair. No, I'm good on that. Voice controls, camera sensitivity. I don't have a controller, so I'll just turn it off. Yeah, applying space and you gotta go back. It's just annoying. Is that?
Everything has already been written.
They don't have any faces, so the heck?
But perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Oh wait, this guy is a detective. Who drinks so much, yeah.
I hate whiskey.
Oh, come on, bro. Journal diary. Yes. Call of Cthulhu.
Of Cthulhu?
Hmm?
Of Cthulhu?
Call of the Cthulhu, yeah. ما فاهمه ايه
Chicken?
Nah,
You have to supposed to Sherlock Holmes. Did they?
yeah. Have a drink, dude. Cheers, mate. This will affect your destiny. Oh, another one. Okay,
Been
never
a
mind.
while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
Guys. Until I can repeat to me that I no longer need my remedy to keep my memories at bay, but I know that if I stop the memories will return one of these mornings, I probably won't wake up. Despite the treatment, I again hear voices in my dreams. Entirely different, unknown. They seem to surface from unfathomable and ancient depths. What nameless creature is calling me? Nameless. Oh, never mind. Play that beat. This is my jam. Oh, hello? Moshi
I'm
Moshi?
listening.
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
That's me.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed some of our documents.
Is that right?
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
Spot hidden. Spot hidden residential to find hidden objects, improving the scaling, reduce transferring them. Salvage will not appear in game. The percentage of knowledge of human behavior with the scaling is the chance of understanding the motivation of this person based on his or his behavior or on the analysis of objects. Occultism. Occultism represents your knowledge of the occult science, and with the scaling is the chance of determining the use and the origin of occult artifacts and objects. Okay. Medicine is medical knowledge, and when the skill increases your chance of determining the dosage of a drug or making a diagnosis or of expressing your understanding of a medical problem. Investigation represents your investigation tells everyone this skill increases the chance of understanding past events by analyzing crime scene or an object and of picking locks. Strength represents the on your physical power. Improving the skill increases the chance of forcing doors or mechanisms or of using violence, physical or verbal. Okay. Relevance represents relative influence those you talk to by your power of speech, improving the skill increase, convincing or manipulating during discussion. I don't have any points. Well,
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And
okay.
always a sensitive question.
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
I'm coming.
Food's ready. Yikes. Gonna have to take a break.
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you
Wow.
come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting. Tell me all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture. That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
Okay, be right back, dude. I'm gonna have some food. And I'm back. Just ate. Ready to play the game.
A warehouse
Okay.
on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family. Rather thin.
Okay, shipping label. Some of it's unreadable, but I can make out part of the address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater. The police report. It says that the fire started in the dining room and claimed the whole family. The police decided on a domestic accident, but they nevertheless insist on Sarah Hawkins' mental frailty. Why? A press got an article written about the marriage of Sarah and Charles Hawkins, a businessman from the island of Darkwater. They live a recluse life there with their only son, Simon. Okay, let's check the picture.
Its strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
I just can find them more. Where did Sarah live? I read about her mental and police person is right with this story.
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Yeah, I agree. Something's not right with the story.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the Police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Okay.
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater.
How much
Find
you gonna pay me,
Warehouse
dude?
36.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue is a sort of premonitory painting sent from Darkwater right before her death.
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
Which you don't totally deny.
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case. I'll go to Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice. Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll know natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
What's this?
I should get rid of all this stuff. Darkwater is off the coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
Darkwater Island has been inhabited since the 40th century and is still rich with the many memories left by its lost tribes. But don't let the romantics of these moving evidence of such naive and primitive beliefs fool you into forgetting how violent their gods were. A gigantic ritual still ornates the walls of long abandoned caves. Was it sea or dream god? No one knows, but today's inhabitants, the sons and daughters of the proud whale hunters, still remember the mysterious and tumultuous story of their small land off the coast of Massachusetts. Okay.
All I have to do is go to the port. I just hope that I can find a boat able to take me to Darkwater.
Okay. What's
The
in
good
here?
old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
The bar owner who had me didn't like the way I closed this case, but when you're already outside the law, there's not a lot one can do against a private detective was good proof against you. Okay. What's this?
I wonder why I still take these
Trading
things.
pills. Daughters of Sky did time when I returned from the war, I swore that I would put an end to the nightmare, but for a while now the rest has been wearing up. Yeah, that happens. Okay.
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
Okay, the husband never understood his wife had left him. He had been calling me weeks after the... Yeah, that happens.
I used to be an avid reader.
Nice. Okay. Learning of medicine. A dense work aimed at interns and young practitioners. This first all miss all the illness known in the civilized world. It details the symptoms and suitable treatment. Uh,
The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
okay, let's go. I put the game on SSD so it should load fast. Supposedly. Oh, for it to read. It's fine. Nothing important probably. Did I already found a boat? I'm on a boat. Focus Home Interactive presents. Yeah, boy. By Cyanide Studio.
We're almost there.
Nice. Call of Cthulhu. Skyla. Yikes. Oh, they wanna move here. A renowned artist,
Stay on board.
even.
There's guys coming to unload. Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce. Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy. So, what wind brought you? Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget. Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber, but he was a good man.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy. You know what? Go have a drink at the Stranded Whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the Harbor Master's office. If it's the Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
Second object, go to the bar, talk to Fitzroy.
Please move back. Let the police do their work.
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy! They're cops. They can't understand. Damn stupid.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah. And so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself.
Yeah,
Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
You can see that I'm busy, can't you?
You can't
no way
understand.
that
You're
Oh,
not
come on,
seeing.
bro.
Oh, yeah.
There's something coming.
Something
Who
real
is
bad.
Fitzroy? Maybe this guy knows what's up. Dude, you won't catch any fish here. So that's the harbor. Oh. Was it greenish?
Prohibition is just a joke around here. That suits me fine.
So now this is the bar. Oh. Come on, bro.
Hey, be careful. Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
Pure instinct. I behaved like a Hun, and I sincerely apologize.
Veteran, huh?
307th Infantry Regiment.
Well, that'll be okay for now. But the war is over. Try not to forget it.
I'm here for information, not for a fight.
I prefer it that way. Speak then. I reserve the right to answer or not.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
That's fine then.
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Do you know where this place is? Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
That'll be all for
Need
now.
more.
And then he said, "You have no right to treat us like this."
And the doctor, what did he say?
What did you say, dude?
He laughed.
My God.
My
A
god, what a
miraculous
monster.
catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
I don't read.
Nightmares.
can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations,
Oh, why you
gifted
got
with
marks
its
on
own
your...
consciousness, until it finds a new reader. Ah, that's it. Maybe we should let him take it.
Do you like our song?
We're true sirens.
We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
Oh, there. Okay, can you go there? Mbappe.
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger.
Yeah, stranger. Sorry about that. So, Fitzroy, I think, is this guy.
Broken. This place seems half abandoned. I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman.
And terms of arguments are clear. Keep your men under control. You cannot afford to broadcast. No need to answer this message. Just make your payment to the courier, cat.
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
Oh. Wrong door.
This blackboard hasn't been used in a long while.
Oh yeah.
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
Nice.
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
It's written like that.
What a macabre souvenir.
And now this guy has a balloon like that. Let me check. Okay, too lazy. No, he does not. Just open all the doors.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
Only a few days are still legible. The rest of the documents is backed out. Would want this information to be hidden.
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder?
Let's go around the bar. Milk or
The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
Meh.
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. I was looking at your photograph. The one of the man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
Oh.
I found a threatening letter signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office, but I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
Are you being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that, but she terrifies my men as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36. Do you know where it is?
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
I think it's the middle one. Not sure though.
Damn stupid idiots.
Wow.
Nobody listens to us anyway.
Wow.
Where do you think you're going?
I'm not here to hinder your work, officer. Edward Pierce, private detective.
Sorry, we're all a little on edge today. What are you doing here?
I'm investigating the death of the Hawkins family.
Darn it. Why do you want to drag up all that stuff again?
My investigation has led me to this warehouse.
That case was closed months ago.
Who are these others so interested in the warehouse?
And why would I tell you?
Oh.
You and I are on the same side of the law.
Oh, yeah?
You don't want to know the truth behind this case.
Are you saying our work was not up to snuff? Forget it.
Fuck.
What more can you say about the death of the Hawkins family?
Not much more than what everyone knows. I wasn't on the case. They were all burnt to death, right? Up at their place.
The whole mansion went up in flames.
Don't get it into your head to go wandering around up there. It's dangerous.
What do you mean by that?
The only one left there is old Silas, and the accident has affected him badly. He can be unpredictable, especially if a stranger starts poking around the property.
Is he a danger to the public?
No, he's in his own home. Do yourself a favor. Leave him well alone.
You could tell me. Who's this guy?
No idea. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site, and we let no one enter her property.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
Wow.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
I bid you gentlemen farewell.
Guess it's not gonna be that easy.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you. I shall take my leave.
A car? Okay. This part of them heavy loads to be lifted and held. Blah, blah.
This ratchet device seems to be usable. A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. An old cogwheel. Rusty, but in working order. I could use this old...
Okay. Go downstairs.
It looks like there's a way in under this grate. This handle will be perfect for the winch.
Okay, I got everything.
Looks like everything is in its place. All that's left is to try to turn this handle. Damn, I broke it.
Yikes. What now? What do I do now? No. How do I? What did I do there? Doesn't say controls. Keyboard. Right, middle mouse button.
Well, well. A little mouse has got lost on our turf. You're not only inquisitive, you're also stupid. What gave you the crazy idea to come onto my turf?
Your turf? That's news to me.
For a guy who has no idea, you've been doing a fair bit of poking around. My men saw you staking out the Hawkins warehouse.
Is that against the law?
I'm no idiot, detective. I'll tell you how things work around here. I decide who comes in and who stays out. And anyone who doesn't respect my rules, I punish them.
Is your name Kat?
What of it?
Maybe we can come to an understanding.
Maybe. Or maybe not.
Ooh. Oh my god, right in the balls.
Get this joker out of here. He might have a little trouble walking on his own.
I should have attacked. Maybe?
I'm getting careless. I didn't see that coming. If I want to get into this warehouse, I'm gonna have to deal with her.
Don't mind me, boys.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble.
Do I go here again? Question mark? No, it doesn't seem like it. Big X from me. So I can go from there.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat
Can go through there. Gonna talk with these guys.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
What are you guarding exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
Cat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile of the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
She sounds frightening, your boss.
And she doesn't like to be talked about behind her back.
I bid you gentlemen farewell. If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
What is this other way? Speak of?
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh?
We saw what you did to St. Brendan.
Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
I respect your beliefs.
Our beliefs? You mean you don't believe in God?
That's irrelevant.
That's what you think.
There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue.
Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us.
What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum.
They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder?
They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors.
If only they would kill each other.
I have an offer that could interest you.
We're listening.
I need you to keep them busy for a while.
You send us to take the punishment while you go quietly about your business. What's in it for us?
What would convince you to help me?
There's only one thing that'll get us to move.
For sure. Bring us something to drink and we'll take care of the bootleggers.
My man.
I'll be back.
Take
I'll
your
be
time.
back.
We're going nowhere.
There's something coming. Something real bad.
It's still open. Oh. Wait. This will look really similar.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him, that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't
On
forget the
belly
lesson.
faces.
Me? I'm not scared of some
Everyone's
girl.
looking the same in this.
I mean, they're going to
island.
cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
Cheers, mate. Okay.
You again.
What can I get you?
What do you know about the Hawkins warehouse?
If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around
I'm
here
pretty sure I
say you
heard
can
it.
hear noises coming from
Yeah,
the warehouse at
heard it
night.
before.
Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams?
And that's not all.
Just gonna
There's
buy
the
my
fate of its
bottle of
owners and all the
whiskey.
superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Let's say I want to buy a bottle from you.
Choice is yours. Everything's on sale.
How much for a bottle of whiskey?
$5.
Oh,
I guess I'm not desperate.
I'm not judging you.
That'll be all for now.
Thank you. Gonna get in.
Damn stupid idiots. Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
So, have you got what we asked you for?
Look what I've got.
Nice.
You're a good guy, you.
Yeah, dude.
Follow me. Cheers, you jackass.
I don't feel well.
Hey, where are you going?
Say that again. I hope for your sake that I didn't hear.
No.
Let's see. Shoot. I'll have to find another way to get in.
What do you mean find help?
It's no use. The padlock won't give.
I go up there. Oh, this game's so hard. What do I do? Can I just go climb up here, dude?
And why would I do that?
It was just a little joke.
So I mustn't have understood it because it didn't make me like
You again. I told you to beat it.
No need to get worked up.
You guys wanna help?
They can't understand.
Oh. No, these guys won't help either. I hope this guy's gonna give me a hand.
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
It's a little late. I've already met Cap.
Well, at least you're still here to talk about it. She must like you.
Something like that.
With that, please do excuse me, because I'd prefer not to be seen talking with you for too long.
What? Chain. I wanna talk with this guy. Wait, no. Reset. Psychology. Let's try with speech. Yep. Maybe the levels only improve. What to do? What to do? Can you help me, Captain?
You're back again. What can I do for you?
Apparently, the bootleggers don't want anyone hanging around the warehouses.
They're part of the private property I mentioned earlier.
And yet the place looks abandoned. Why guard the entrance?
As a precaution, I suppose. All the warehouses are more or less interconnected by old sewers.
You mean that there's a way to go from one to the other by tunnel?
I couldn't tell you if it's still the case today for all the warehouses on the island, but I think I can imagine what you've got in mind. You can always visit them if you're not the claustrophobic type.
Okay, but that doesn't help much. Dude. That guy won't talk to me. This guy's still talking. This guy's fishing. This guy's not talking.
It was just a little joke. So I mustn't have understood it because it didn't make me laugh.
St. Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. I can't even say which language it's written in.
Nice.
There.
There's nothing good here. Come on.
No, it's okay. Don't worry. I'm okay now.
Oh, yeah? What I heard is, don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Coppers.
Damn stupid idiots.
Wow. These guys are mean.
She will get us into trouble.
I know.
Do you like our song?
Yeah.
We may not. That's.
I've never heard this. I saw.
What?
Blah, 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 blah.
I heard the hawking.
They were.
Sure, we're not there.
It's you.
I bid you farewell.
Good night.
So.
What? Another break?
One of those damn sailors came looking for trouble again.
But he won't try again anytime soon. We gave him a good hiding.
So you said to yourselves that after such a feat, you could abandon your post.
It's just a little drink. We taught those guys a lesson.
We'll return right after.
That fool Fitzroy can't keep his dogs on a leash.
I'll have to send him a more clear-cut message.
You again. What can
I didn't want you.
Blah, blah, blah.
I read the inner.
Don't want the biggest name.
Man.
What can you
We are.
Her
Yeah, we
so they
you need.
her vid.
What do you?
I've got.
Any?
What can
We
you?
are.
I've got.
Any?
The stranded.
What can the name? When I
It was.
Meh. Uh,
That'll be all.
come on, give me a
Hey,
bone.
Mitchell. A drink for our new friend. I owe you. You don't know how to fight, but at least you've got guts.
Yeah. Aching guts.
Huh. I've got them too. But you don't hear me whining like a pooch who's lost its leash. You didn't back down. Something that I respect. So understand by that. If I catch you again, you'll carry a more permanent reminder of our encounter. Tell me, what brings you to Darkwater?
I'm investigating the deaths of the Hawkins family.
It's very nice of you to tell me the truth so openly.
Yeah, I don't mind.
But it's also really stupid of you. You really don't seem to know the area. Let me give you a little advice. If you want to survive more than a day in this rat hole, avoid talking about them to the first people you meet.
I need to get into the Hawkins warehouse.
You're out of luck. It's on my turf.
It's precisely for that reason that I've come to see you.
Are you pulling my leg?
I'm very serious. The whole family died in a fire, and I've got reason to believe that there's still more to be said on the subject.
Well, I see you're serious. To be honest, as long as it doesn't interfere with my business, I don't care. But I'll go with you, to make sure you don't stick your nose into things that don't concern you.
Sounds honest to me.
I'm not finished. If I do that for you, if I let you onto our turf to conduct your little affairs, you'll be indebted to me, and I guarantee that I always collect on what I'm owed. Think about it. I help you, you'll owe me a favor in return. Do you accept?
Do I have a choice?
Oh, we always have one, Detective.
Fine.
Follow me.
Nobody questions your authority here. I was given to believe that Fitzroy stood up to you.
That dope tried to save face in front of his sailors. They revere their brave captain as they do their old statues. But sooner or later, all statues get buried in bird shit, and nobody cares.
And the police? They do nothing to stop you?
The local cops? The cops drink like everyone else, sweetheart. They know where their interests lie. Apart from that pig-headed Bradley. I don't know whether to admire his stubbornness or to have pity on him.
10 pieces work slower than this.
He's gonna get us into trouble.
Come on, dude. Oh.
It's fine. He's with me.
I told you guys, he's with me. She's with me. Oh. Just see where the sword lead to. Possible.
That's how it's done. Do I still need to hold your hand? Or do you think you'll get by on your own now?
Don't overdo it.
Good. In that case, I'll leave you. I've done enough mothering for now.
Well.
Ugh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and the Sarah Hawkins case?
X.
These painkillers were prescribed 3 months ago. Someone has been taking them since the time of the Hawkins death. Can't sleep. I know how that feels. Is this one of Sarah Hawkins' paintings?
Like, it's so bright. Wait, what happened?
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
Wound up? You mean messed up?
Dog. We don't take no lessons from the likes of you. We do our job carefully and fairly. No stone was left unturned.
Really? Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it. It was in the Hawkins mansion when we came to investigate the fire.
So you confirm that it was removed from the crime scene? Interesting. I'd like to go and see the mansion now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail? I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the way. Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Who are you?
Why, you little...
Keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
I thought I'd straightened you out, mister. I am disappointed, but we'll meet again.
Is it far, this mansion?
No.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building?
Playing for 1 hour. One more.
That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on,
Wow.
we got some driving to do.
Going at the Hawkins mansion, Pierce managed to get into the warehouse. The place, thought to be abandoned, revealed some surprising signs of recent occupation as a Zodiac charge. Painting interrupted his searching by officers. Bradley Pierce convinced him to join the investigation. Police officers went to drive detective to the Hawkins mansion. Nice. How did they get him in the car here? It's so weird. Oh, there's a guy here. Or maybe it's a creepy guy, for his name.
Well, here we are, Hawkins mansion.
Thanks. Why would you leave?
The place has been abandoned since the fire.
I mean,
There's
never
only
mind.
old Winchester in his hut.
Your partner, Andrews, warned me against him.
You managed to get something out of that bum? I'll end up asking you for advice.
He talks too much. He inferred that old Silas was slightly unhinged.
That's not far off the mark, I suppose. But kinda unfair at the same time. You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole family. So he's got nowhere to
clap
go.
your hands.
And, as you'll see, in a way, he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
Yeah.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes. If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
Anything else is a bonus.
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you, if only to reassure Silas.
Why
Fine.
not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
Should not. Somebody gonna steal your car, dude. This way? Yeah, it's gonna take ages.
1693. This house is much older than it seems, but the architecture seems too recent.
Spooky.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute.
The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. The old caretaker must be very attached to her.
Charles.
Poor kid.
Yeah, let's go, dude.
I'll have to find another entrance. This entrance is still in use.
trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them! Dump them into the ocean!
You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
Sarah Hawkins' father sent me here to investigate the death of his daughter.
Webster, huh? I understand how he feels. But me? I want the dead to rest in peace. And that means kicking the ass of gumshoes like you.
Why would you not want me to help understand what happened here?
I've got nothing to hide. Tell me what you're doing here. And no baloney.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
The mansion isn't safe. You would break your neck as sure as you're trying my patience right now.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked. And I make sure it stays that way.
Shouldn't really need this game.
You still put flowers on her grave. You cherish her memory.
Mrs. Hawkins was an exceptional person. She cared for everyone around her.
Let me shed a light on what happened to her. Give me that key.
Gimme.
I'm probably making a big mistake, but it won't be the first. Here, take the key and do what you have to do.
Feelings.
Go on then, just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
What's here?
This gate is locked.
I think he lives there. That one guy. No, Silas.
Pierce, shall we enter?
Yeah. Let's go, boy.
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
Hawkins saw person officer Bailey explored the gardens of the Hawkins mansion. The following lies in the graveyard of the property, guarded by Silas Winchester. The old caretaker is still faithful to his employees. Keeps watch on the place. Armed with his axe, Pearson readily managed to calm him down and finally get a hold of the key to the Hawkins mansion. They entered the building looking for the scene of the fire.
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
It's creepy.
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me? What kind of meat is this? This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins. The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor. Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door. Silas managed to bring the fire under control.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Just like like an explorer in front of the exotic winds, common knowledge. He wasted away his short and expensive trips. What was he looking for?
Let's see if I can find something the cops missed. The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? They had a fight. Did it stop at the time of the fire? Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How?
Am I missing something?
Did someone escape the fire? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
What's your theory?
I think the Hawkins couple got into a fight.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked.
Nice. Need 6 more. Confirm.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. But whose?
Oh. Web.
The lyrics of The Drunken Sailor, a sea shanty. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818. Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory reading for any whaler, I guess. This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century.
Nice. Family. Amelia. Let's go up.
Darkwater history. This place was settled back in 1692 by two families that seceded from the New England colonies. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. There's something disturbing about this painting. "20,000 leagues under the sea." Another story about the mysteries of the deep. A crowbar could prove useful. There's something disturbing about this painting. What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
Dear sir, as you know, I have already held you and your family in high respect. Unfortunately, I no longer wanted to promote my husband and behavior with your wife. Last week, she began to overwhelm clientele. I know that she means no harm, but you should place her in the care of Dr. Fuller. He alone seems able to make her come to her senses if these disorders were to occur. Believe me, that although it would feel like torture to be obliged. I can't pronounce that word. To involve the police. Respect to yours, Anton Ballard. Wow.
Locked. Locked.
Yeah.
The boys' room.
Yeah.
child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer, Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed. Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family? What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him.
There wasn't his mother. Let's keep it open.
What will her room reveal about her? This padlock is too complicated for me. It's no use. The padlock won't give. Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated, resorting to such a treatment.
Sarah Hawkins' sketches look more like a gallery of horrors than anatomical studies. Do they represent what counts her nights? Points available. Check it unlock. That's it.
This door is locked.
Oh.
Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other. This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold.
Very expensive.
It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life. The door is blocked on the other side. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
Sure it's the same one.
This door is locked.
Are we sure they connect to each other? Okay. Checked everything here. Checked everything there. Came in from there, I think. Maybe. Perhaps.
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
Oh yeah, I missed.
An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818. This door is blocked from the outside.
Let's just go there. Come on. Crowbar. I got it. I gotta do this with something.
This door is locked.
Clues. Okay, what did I miss? So here's everything probably. Check that. Check this, check that.
Charles and Sarah's wedding was painted by Sarah herself. Too much rubble. I'll find an easier way. This door is locked.
Then unlock it for him.
This door is blocked from the outside. The lyrics of the drunken sailor, a sea shanty.
Check that, check that.
A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. This door is locked. It's no use. The padlock won't give.
The only thing that's left is this room.
The door is blocked on the other side.
Inventory.
The door is blocked on the other side. Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult?
Wow.
What was she trying to achieve?
Didn't show up before, nice.
Bradley? Is that you? Is anyone there?
Oh, Jason. Stop in the name of law.
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
Cash thief.
I'll cover you.
This door was closed earlier. Where did he go? They look like Celtic runes. Charles must have brought them back from one of his foreign trips. It looks like an old Seaway map.
Do you really think that your fugitive came in here? I don't see any way out.
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. It looks like a freehand map of Dark Water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor. As if the bookcase has been moved several times. Seems like this came from a log.
You can read it.
There must be a link with the Seaway map. This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. With this, I should be able to force the gears.
Well done, Pierce.
Thanks, mate. Tunnels under Hawkins. Inside the Hawkins mansion, the scene of the fire revealed this series. Pierce and Officer Bailey, now on the trail of a survivor, had undertaken to search the place, looking for a clue when the hooded man leaped into Sarah Hawkins' workshop. Still a painting detective and police officers set after him by following him to the office Charles Hawkins. Discovered the secret passage. Tired. Pierce and Bailey entered the tunnel under the mansion.
Secret passage. Under the manor. It's like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah. And he had a direct means of entry to the crime's 3 seats. Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others? Did Charles Hawkins hide something in this chest? What is this mask supposed to represent?
Am I supposed to see something again? Come on. Check that. Wow.
This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Sarah Hawkins. Was she hiding from someone? Whoever was sitting here could have seen Sarah Hawkins. Could this be related to her death?
Fake investigation.
This symbol. What does it mean?
Yeah, let's go, mate. Pushing. Let's check down the lockers.
Pierce, where you going? I can't keep up with you in this darkness.
Are you scared? I want to see how far these steps go.
Who's talking about being scared? I'll wait for you by the door.
Of course.
There's tunnels all over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another way. If possible, I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Fine, fine. Go look for another entrance. I'll try my luck down below.
What do you mean another entrance? I hope to say that. I'm gonna end it here. See you in part 2. Cheers, mate.